Welcome to the Opal dungeon. I feel like cutting some opal. So, let's look what we're going to cut. This stone right here, way too nice to be sitting here all broken. When it came off the dop stick, that chip came out of it. It's a little bit too thin for the size it is. We're going to reduce that down to something that is usable because that is way too nice to not be finished. And we got 3 pieces of rough. We got this one right here. Let me get some light over here. Kind of a big broad flash surrounded by a big pile of mud. So I'm not sure what that's going to end up cutting. But it might cut something, and it might cut something nice. So there's that one. There's this one with a color bar there all the way around. See the color bar? We're going to chase that color bar. And then this one, same thing. We got a color bar. This is all more of the Opal Lovely parcel. So this one's got a thin color bar right there that we're going to chase around and see what we can get out of these. Hopefully one of these or 2 of these cuts us a nice stone. Let's see what we can get. Color popping through there. Alright, where the wood struggled, whatever one ends up in my hand first, and that would be this one. Let's just peek into it, see what we got. We got this crappy matrix that's attached to it. Actually has a little bit of color peeking through that. There is really nice. Crappy matrix kind of goes through all of it. Bit more to see what we got going on. The best color is right there on that face. Let's see if we can get through that and get into something. See what we're hoping that turns into something. That's the only side that's facing right now. Sand goes all the way through there. It's not looking promising. The best face is right there. Nice bright color. Doesn't face near as bright from this side, but it's slightly cleaner. Sand all the way through it. Try one more time to get through some of the sand here. can't see it, but I can. That sand just keeps going everywhere. We're going to hold on to that one. Move to this one for a minute. This one is so this one's wanting to face right there on that top. There, the color bar is there. I just don't know that it has enough brightness to interest me really. Which has kind of been the theme of all the rest of these Opal lovely pieces is they don't really pan out. Check in from this side. Yeah, there's a color bar in this one right there. There's a possibility this one's getting a little better. Alright. Might have just got through that skin enough to make it interesting. Dop it up, see what we can make out of it. Right about from that angle there, we have a possibility of a stone. So, we have this one, what's left of the amazing stone I cut earlier today. Enough of it that it's worth seeing if we can get another pointer out of the same material. There's the piece that I cut earlier today. This is the end off of it. So we'll dot this up, and this up, and see what we can cut. Alright, here's our little chip first. I don't know what we're going to get out of it. Doesn't look like I lost a whole lot by taking this edge off. You didn't see the video that the other half of this cut You ought to go check it out. One of the best pieces of opal I've ever cut. That one's got the same potential, just tiny. Let's see, what am I trying to get here? That looks like I'm going to have to do a round now. I was hoping for an oval, but little teeny pointer round. It's going to be worth it. It's small, but it's mighty. That is mighty. What can we make out of that? Problem is, it's too thin. Too thin for how big it is. It's got the big chip right there in the side. I'm into cutting usable stones, useful stones, not free-form carvings. They're not useful to me. They might be useful to other people, but they're not useful to me. All right. Now I'm just gonna knock your socks off with what's left of it. And now we got a stone small enough to match the thinness of the material. That's B5. They don't get any brighter than that. As opposed to this one. Potential in there if we can find our best place to going off of what I got to work with here. Yeah, we're losing a lot, but the goal is to end up with a useful stone in the end. That means making sacrifices. Sometimes cutting those freeforms saves you from having to make difficult choices. There's a B1, B2 brightness. There's a B5 brightness. Still longer than it is narrow to me. think the rest of that can come out now in the dome. So we're going to try. It's not like we don't have a stone there. It's just, again, B1, B2, B5. All right, next wheel. Chip right onto this one where we left off. Perfect our shape. I love this corundum wheel for this. Such a smooth cut. It lets you really refine it. Get in there and tweak those little imperfections out. Just as well get a high dome on this. We're hoping it'll pull some more brightness into the face. About that one. Well, we got everything we can out of it. That's not a whole ton. Alright, now we need this one to hit perfect shape. Alright, That was done. That was done. We just got this one now. Ready to polish. And our last one. Alright. Ready for polish. This one should not be directional. This one should just be phenomenal from every side. A little scrap piece of what we cut earlier. See if we salvage this and made it usable. It's still thin. This might be one that the Opal might save and put a backing on it and make it a double. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it comes out. This one. So, if you haven't got one of these, by the way, they're very handy. I drop far fewer stones with these. 2.4 carats. Go from biggest to smallest. 2.4 carats. It does occasionally hit some color. There you go. There's your brightness of 1. Just not hitting on the face. 2.4 carats is not a whole lot. Next one, 1.25 carats. There's the opposite. There is a 5. There we go. There it is in all its glory. That's a dandy. And then 0.75, the little mate to the one we cut earlier. The little kid brother. Let's see, it's right here. This guy. Can you see there's family resemblance? Well, that was fun cuts. We made something usable out of that one. We made something usable out of that one that was just kind of chipped and broken in two. It's thick enough, just, I think. And you can't argue about the brightness on that one. It's definitely bright. Worst case, you call it a 4, but when you see it not in direct light, it's still plenty bright. And this one that didn't work out, and the other two pieces. But still, I mean, they all don't work out. They all do not work out. There's the bottom of that one. This one actually is better at times than it's showing. Right, there you go. See? There's a B1 stone. Tell me what you think. Like and subscribe if you like the videos. Thanks for watching.